They'll scan to see the Ninja Boogie's up on the high ground trying to steal their rune, and now they'll hunt him down. This means they get the second. DJ just gone. I know what's worth it in this match. You are not worth the effort. Farmar gold for my team on a bounty rune.
Yeah, still 2 apiece. Moon taking a lot of harassment there. 4 stacks the burning spears up. He does have Fairy Fire. Should be fine. Yeah, he's good.
Wasted Fairy Fire. Wow.
He'll shrine up though, and that fits him back up to left to drop in his null talismans. It's bottom lane. Envy wants to take out these creeps while the rest of Mineski is gone. Again, dropping that nether ward. Eventually trying to push as the shackle. Gonna keep back Ice there for the moment, I guess.
I think overall, game plan looking fairly okay for the Dire side. Like, this Tinker's not getting destroyed, right? Oh, DJ, though.
Mushi?
Looking a little bit better, but
he's getting really low. I'll live though. And another magic missile goes out. Forces back Universe yet again. Oh, Moon. He's actually dead.
Not enough time. All right, things not looking so good for Mineski's. Moon goes down. Practically GG. But yeah, he's falling 1K now behind the Huskar in terms of net worth. So a little bit rough for that one. And Ice is just going to pull the wave.
And I don't know if Abed can really, or if the Tinker can come back into this lane if he doesn't have help, because you have level 6 on Abed now, actually level 7. And
oh, that snipe!
Oh my god.
He actually got him!
Are you kidding me?
I thought the juke was coming, but it was not there. Whew, DJ.
He's pretty good at Wind Ranger. Teams need to start thinking about banning that one out.
I mean, he's only been playing it for like 3 months or something. It's like half the games I see him.
They're bringing absolutely everybody to try and stop this Huskar in the mid lane here, as he is going to get caught by the avalanche. They have Moon in the area, but they don't have the range to initiate it. DJ showing up, able to find the shackle. Mushi in trouble. They're bringing in the Rape King as well, and it looks like that is enough to switch Big Fnatic further.
I don't even think he needed that TP. But he'll still get back here in time for the wave, so it's not even a costly TP at all.
Back and forth we go. 3-3, 1,000 gold lead. Getting into it.
Yeah, we got 2 points in the march just now for Moon. So that might be enough to just secure him some last. This is once again going on NB, but
he's got the heals, he's got the TP. Yeah. That man is out of here.
Oh, but Treant, not decrept and slowed, but yeah, problem of not being able to chase. They don't have any detection. Top lane.
Bit of damage out from Mushi as they're going to toss the Winter Wyvern up in the air. Does not have any more stick charges. Not quite going to hit. It will escape.
And they'll also leave the TP up top too. Just barely finding him as he was escaping. So rune time for 8 minutes. This has a regen in the top. Okay, fine for Abed. Not that he particularly cares about it. Yeah, as long as he denies it from Nana, that's a more important aspect. Oh, DJ finds it. That's much better.
Let's see. Throws out the little power shot also onto Tinker. Why not? I mean, Abed, he does have right break and just jumps forward there. The decrypt comes after the fact. Nice play by Jabs to show up, and that keeps him away from killing that Tinker. But you have to keep so many heroes there just to like remain even against this Huskar.
Yeah, and he's pretty low for Moon. He just wants to hold back 2 power shots and he needs to go down, so. He is just waddling. No boots, Tinker, 2 nulls, just trying to get his way over to these camps and get a stack going at the 9-minute mark, and that just means he's not there for any of these other tower pushes, so. Mid falls, top is unharassed, and they've got issues. Are they even gonna get this stack here? Yeah, he got them both really nicely done by Moon. Very experienced player.
Still hurting a lot though. Like, I mean, look at what he's saying. All right, DJ.
Right. There's no way, right? There's no. Oh my God! Look at this range. It's on. Oh, it's so close.
Oh my God! He knew. He's like, all right, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, he had a ward, so it would have been pretty bad if he died to that.
Yeah. What if the Wind Ranger's range is doubled on power shot?
I don't know. It should just be across the map. Honestly, I'm in on that. Let's go.
Like trying to steal this stack here. Still have
Abed targeted here. Thrown in.
Throw him in and able to find the stun to Abed to follow. They're starting to take down Abed, but he just turns and life breaks. Trying to live through this, is going to be able to walk away. Jabs also goes down. So far, no good for Mineski as they do hit onto Envy. This would be a big pickup for them, and they are able to find it. the death pulse to his death there is Wraith King going to get popped again. DJ just making it happen over and over.
Ulti was there, but it looks like no mana.
You know, oftentimes it feels like you don't mind if the position 5 dies. In this game, in Fnatic games, I feel like you don't mind if enemy dies. I don't know. It's my feeling of how they play it. And how
he's really well farmed though. I mean, he's second net worth, so it is still a pretty big kill. But obviously, trading that many for it is not going to be worth it. Honestly, the best part of that trade is the fact that Moon is just not there, and he was mid lane getting farm. Now he's top lane getting some farm, because he desperately needs to get an item. He's still working on Soul Ring at 10.5 minutes. You know, this is where you want to see like 1,000 gold into bots or something. You're like, yeah, this Tinker's slaying it. And Envy's just walking at him.
I mean, you know, this is the thing. Like, he doesn't have Reaper's Scythe, but there's no threat. Because he has no points in missiles right now, I think, still on the Tinker. You know, and at this stage of the game, you just can't afford to make those types of aggressive plays. Looks like Maneki, done with the craziness, is going to pressure bottom, but simultaneously, the pressure is going to start to be mounted up top by Radiant.
No, I like this though. I think they can secure this tower, although Ice Ice is pretty deep.
Yeah, taking a lot of damage here. Winter Wyvern moving in as well. DJ, they able to find the overgrowth. Good bit of damage coming out as the trees are chopped, but Ice still nowhere left to go. They find 2 stuns, kind of stack them on top of each other and able to walk away now. They do take down the tree, but likewise, they're going to turn the Winter's Curse onto the bench. Can they kill her off? Yes, they do.
DJ.
Great plays coming in the perfect timing as they manage to time that out and take themselves the Wraith King down 1 time and a 2nd time through, as well as Abed shows up and is going to finally finish Ice. Again, disaster for Mineski.
And good communication there from Fnatic too. Oh yeah, a little bit of pressure. He's threatening it, but what they did was Abed jumped on top of the Pugna, and Jabs tried to just decrypt himself and TP out, but that was like a max range shot as he was just about to finish his TV from the power shot to clean him up. Really nice communication. And just good rotation too, where like, that was a forced dive from Mineski, right? And it looked like it was a full rotation from Fnatic kind of a deal, where they were the ones that were capitalizing on it. But Mineski, they feel pressured, right? This King just has to throw himself anywhere he can to draw attention away from his Tinker.
And this is a Huskar draft that is sort of coming online at this stage. You look at his items, he's got the armlet, building towards that Heaven's Halberd rather soon as well. And if you get into a decent timing on Roche, this game just kind of completely falls off the rails, and they know where this Tinker is going to be. They actually are going to run into Ninja Boogie instead.
That's good coverage from Ninja Boogie, just kind of like getting in the way. It's very reminiscent of like basically how Pilot Eye plays, honestly, where you just see him like in between all the time, right? Going down, like when people are trying to gank Envy on some splitting hero.
He was able to immediately get the D ward as well.
So we haven't talked a lot about this this Winter Wyvern from Universe. Now I have seen this theory before, the Meteor Hammer. You can follow up after the Winter's. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. It's a pretty neat little strat. I think other teams were going for like the Mask of Madness Winter Wyvern instead. But I like this option. You know, comboing up and chasing a Tinker and stuff too. Gives him solo kill potential versus the Tinker, which you wouldn't usually have.
Already a ton of team fight that comes out from this hero, and then you sort of double down on it and get a little bit of extra utility. It doesn't, you sort of lose a little bit of value in that. I think Wyvern can already push waves well enough. As, well, Vengeful Spirit found, Mushi shows up, Avatos. This hero is not that tanky, although with the tree armor. Nice play.
Structures are fortified.
Mineski a little bit too quick with that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was related to the ward or what, but either way, surviving.
Top tower has fallen. Seems like a bit of a setback.
14 minutes in, 5,000 gold lead for Fnatic. And again, the kill score, it doesn't look all that bad.
Yeah.
But the thing that really hurts here is that Tinker is so underfarmed.
Yeah, but they gotta make something happen here, right? They gotta secure some Roche, secure some tier 2s or something for the side of Fnatic, or what is this all for?
Right. That's a good thing. I mean, I feel like we're getting to the point where we're almost past the curse of Fnatic wanting to be behind for them to win the game eventually, but that is sort of still relevant, I would say.
Well, there's our hammer. See if Universe can go pull off some combos. He's gonna start wandering around with it, be like, I could go for a solo kill right about now, I think. That ward will not be scouted. The one that's in the area there from Neski, so Might be enough to provide a kill onto Jabs and Abed. Well, he's going to get the vision thanks to it. And they're going to know it's there, though, because he just jumped from the low ground.
Oh,
there it is.
Here we go. Oh. He got dunked.
Yep.
That's great. That's like 2 heroes. I'm so excited to see that. You know what I mean?
And what's cool about it is that like you can still use it on top, even though you don't get the initial damage. It's the lingering damage does it all, right? So
yeah.
That's all that matters.
Well, and on top of that, it's the stun, right? As long as you time it pretty perfectly there. So really excited to see that. I cannot wait. It's going to be about 50 seconds until the cooldown. Other things that you can use to deal with this, I mean, Tinker needs to get into a Blink Dagger. He's got his bots done. Still very far away from finishing off anything like the Blink. I mean, might even need to go for something like Ether Lens or something too, but I feel like there's so much mobility on Fnatic that, I don't know, it could be really tough.
Yeah, that was a really fast Roche. Power of Huskar. Envy, I wasn't sure what his next item would be. He's gone for the Veil into the Hood, and then he's thinking about a Blink and the Yules. Atos also would have been a pretty nice option, I think, this game. I think someone like Hugna, who's just like really fast and running around the fight, they don't have the best options for if he doesn't end up being shackled, so it'd be nice to just like close the gap on him or a Wraith King, or even like Tiny. It's a pretty nice Atos game in general, but speaking of Tiny, Mushi is, speaking of non-factors, like he just hasn't been able to play Tiny at all. I don't know, his lane went kind of okay, but it didn't get him into any sort of a quick mobility item. He's just now finishing up the Blink Dagger.
Oh, Abed. He's invis and has tree armor on him. I don't know if he's going to be able to kill him off in time. The stack's great decrep there from Jabs. That keeps the Tinker alive. Yeah, I'm sort of... you know, we talked about the Weaver in the last series with Secret and the problem getting bursted. I feel like you run into a similar issue with Wind Ranger where you can just get bursted, particularly by this Tiny. But the tree armor is one of the cooler ways to deal with that problem.
Yeah, it is quite a bit of damage block, and most players, they go for like think about either the Nature's Guise or the Leech Seed, but Pilot Eye definitely fits his style more to be in the living armor. You know, he already has plenty of heroes to push waves. He is a true position 5 treant where it's pretty hard for him to be involved in the fights too. So it's an interesting take. He didn't have to play that aggressive because the rest of his team was just fighting like crazy, so he's going to get more focused on wards and just keeping their buildings up, and very handy against a Tinker and a Pug who just want to chip away.
Well, and the other thing is that it's sort of, you know, people talk about the instant blow up that comes from a Tiny. It's not really instant. You have the duration of toss, and you know, somebody just yells out, you know, tree armor Wind Ranger, then he can just click.
Well, he just used it on the tower, not himself though.
Oh no! The overgrowth, the decrep, he is going to go down. Abed, can he find anything to return this? They swap him away, trying to save Lucian's life, but the Winter's Curse
give it to him.
Be there. And that should be a kill as they do drop down the hammer.
Sash resistance was almost enough. You never want to target Tiny if you don't have to. In that case, he did have to. Right. But quickly ended there.
And taking some of the damage. They have the magic missile out as well. They buy back on the tree just to give him the armor.
What a best friend, man.
Oh my god.
Can this man do any more for Eternal Envy in his lifetime?
I don't think so. Well, a blink away there. We'll keep Wraith King alive for the moment. And you know, he doesn't have a TP, but still. Buy back tree armor. What a guy.
True player. That Blink Dagger, just say goodbye. Just, it's never coming, you know?
That's okay. Just needs the armor.
Okay, he's never going to see a creep wave anyway with this. He's got a Wyvern with a Meteor Hammer, he's got a support Wind Ranger, he's got Necropose.
Gonna attempt to hold this tower. He's taking a lot of damage. Meanwhile, though, bottom, they're able to find themselves the Wraith King, and he does not have reincarnation. Another Meteor Hammer. Dropping it on people.
Wow, he was way back there.
He didn't have a TP for a while, and then I guess he just felt like cutting waves was the better play.
Yeah, it definitely shows, like, Mineski understand the exact status of this game and what position they're in. It's all about just space, space, space. Try and make Tinker relevant.
Well, and after the initial death, he hasn't died again. It's just that he hasn't been able to get a ton of the CS either. So, can stall it out. Things could start to turn around.
Honestly, the fact that they still have all the tier 2s, I'm feeling pretty okay. Like, think about how long they had this Aegis and everything. It's only another minute left. You held your tier 2s. You can be pretty pleased with that at the moment. Downsides, they still haven't gotten too much out of Mushi. He's now 1-2-2. Sure, he'd love to be hunting some more, but he's kind of waiting to jump on anyone who tries to pounce on these tier 2s, and he's going to be the big initiator for that fight.
Well, and the other thing, too, you look at this. Universe has picked up Blink Dagger now, so having this type of initiation where he can just blink on top of Tinker, immediately Winter's Curse, and then there's the follow-up, it does feel like they're starting to even get some of the answers for when that Tinker does become farm.
Yeah.
Heroes that you would traditionally think of as Tinker counters, but it works when they do it like this.
It's kind of the same thing with DJ too, like the idea of he got the javelin, but he didn't complete into the full maelstrom because he just wants that blink dagger to really help secure themselves some further pushing into the game. And Pilot Eye, contrary to my belief at least, has gotten way more space. He's already up to 700 more gold, so has some possibilities here, and he's also skipping out on those earlier talents. Doesn't feel like he needs the cooldown and the living armor. He just wants to go back for his Nature's Guise and his Leech Seed. It's a really cool idea because like it is very sacrificial to get those early levels in living armor. You just feel like such a weaker hero versus your enemies, but it's a good way of making up for it by just skipping the talents.
I like it. The Aegis is going to be reclaimed now as the tier 2 tower falls in the top lane. Tinker kind of in a dangerous position, but with nobody else in the area. Pylai die. He needs to overgrowth here if he wants to hit it. He does it a little bit late. Pylai die not able to connect with that one.
Yeah, he went for the like easterly guess, thinking he was gonna blink back to the side or something, I think, for the secondary march, and instead he went deeper. So unfortunate, but not a big deal. Well, kind of a big deal because it's still level, the first point in the overgrowth, so 100 seconds.
He just keeps on being able to move around this map, and well, if he goes west at all, he will die. But knowing that there are Tinker wards over there, Moon doing a good job of playing around where they're most likely going to maintain vision. Which is solid to see.
Can't tell if I'm starting to get a little worried for this Fnatic lineup. Like, they're not progressing that quickly. I feel like the Tinies end up getting quite a few items. After that Blink Dagger, he's now well on his way towards a Shadow Blade if he wants that. He could even think about comboing into like a Dagon. Actually, was kind of cool this game if it wasn't for the Huskar, I suppose. But like the Wind Ranger and then the Wyvern and the Necro, these are all very vulnerable heroes. Well, might not want to go for the Echo Saber because of the Ghost Shroud, but
I mean, even going back for like the earlier points, like trying to get Huskar down to the low HP, Dagon isn't like terrible for that either because his magic isn't going to be that high leading up to it. But yeah, I'm kind of sort of a like mind where things feel like they could start to begin a little bit scary. Particularly if somehow Manesk are able to stop the second Aegis from being picked up by Fnatic, or if they can steal one themselves.
Universe is on the Tinker hunt here with the ward, camping up top, waiting for him to show, and then see if he can get a solo kill. So it's about 1,000 HP on the Tinker, about 1,200 when he actually shows. He probably has enough damage to solo kill as long as he can get off the Splinter Blast on him.
Watch for that. Fortunately for Universe, Tinker is down bottom though, and continuing to just push. Not at all afraid. They do have the blink on Envy. He's gonna now TP out as Moon just gonna keep the pressure going as top lane. They do find Mushi.
Yeah, nice initiation from Universe. Knows there's no chance of a blink out, and easy follow up here. Oh, okay. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so Tinker comes mid because they know that's where the push wants to come, so instantly shove this wave out as fast as possible. Treant, Abed nearby, but they won't catch them.
So 8,000 gold lead, 13-6. It's a very technical match. Teams moving back and forth, trying to catch one hero out. So even though they didn't catch the Tinker, getting that Tiny, very helpful. And it also means that Envy can do things like this, where he heads up top and pushes this out, because he knows that there isn't really a kill threat with Tiny off the map. Yeah, they also revealed down bottom on a DJ Illusion Rune rather, so they know that they're in their jungle right now, so Pilot Eye just kind of playing scout for Universities near the tower. Oh, Envy, God, he would love to have Reaper Sight right there. Just jump in and punch this guy. Times if he loved to just throw that ability out on a Tinker.
Well, it's for a long time, thanks to that, so boldly grabbing the wave here.
He doesn't care, he's farming up their jungle too.
Hey, he's got some living armor, you know, nothing to worry about here.
Just back up.
They're trying to bait jabs bottom. If there was anyone else here, it might work. But alright, Ice coming through, so this little duo trying to say like, okay, if they're roshing, we're just gonna get this tower.
I mean, they do have Blink Blade Mail that can jump on Pylai Die, but the Winter's Curse, they find themselves the Pug, and now get chopped down the Meteor Hammer, everything. Moon is over here. They do have Overgrowth available, and thinking about using it, and they catch him. It's on to 3. They killed off the Winter Wyvern, but immediately get dust, and this is not the way that you want this fight to go for Fnatic. They end up losing 2 for nothing.
Yeah, just a nice little bait play there. I think they just thought it was a split pushing. Well, I guess the Wraithing Head just shown great reason.
Toss back, find another. Envy goes down.
Those are massive losses right now. Oof. And that's near the tower too, which is more of a base for Tinker, and showing why this looked like a pretty good 10th pick. They have decent answers, but there's no like super Tinker counter. You know, there's no like Nyx Assassin or something, so it would just completely disrupt the way you want to play.
And it's like, you want to get those waves pushed out. You can completely understand that. But then Roche was up. Like, it felt like that should have been a pretty easy run to Roche. Take it down with Tiny still dead. But not deciding to go for that one, and it ended up getting punished a little bit by Mineski, who leapt on the opportunity. And now Ice is going to walk in, see that Roche is there, relatively low. Can they take it at all themselves?
It's definitely possible. I mean, with the damage Tiny, they could. It would take longer, even with the Vengeful Spirit, than the Radiant side, because they just have this Huskar. What kind of threats? Like, when is Chris now back up with a Blinking Wyvern? They would need some serious kills, I think, to go for it. And Huskar is just a lot easier. The Wave of Terrible through now, just to make sure they're not in there.
Does sort of feel like Mineski are going to have a better chance, as we do check a look at this replay here, of keeping them away from the pit too, because of the Tinker. And yeah, it's, you know, everything looks pretty good, shackles, combo, all that, but the turnaround left and the universe just dies because Tinker goes out of control. And then Envy, I guess, just got caught out of position here as he was trying to walk back toward the base.
Yeah, and a nice sentry there too. So sure they got the bonus kill on the Pilot Die, but Aghanim Scepter now done for Tinker, fully online and operational. Game is extremely difficult. Goes for the Nether Ward health too. I like that. It's harder for him to be very active in the fights, and it's really likely that he dies because he just doesn't have any farm, right? Because he's support Pugna, he's got an urn and an 8th lens. It's not terrible, but he's just not that rich, you know?
Oh, Shackle lands there as well. They have caught themselves a Pugna and gonna be able to find that kill.
Yeah, but look at this Nether Ward health. I mean, this thing is just surviving forever. That was just some serious space.
Fnatic gonna take their Q now to go in towards Roshan. They were trying to bait out bottom while it was happening. They had the Tiny and the Tinker, and Tiny is actually able to get a little bit of extra damage in, but Pilot Die finds him right at the start. The Shackle lands, and she's taking the damage. She's trying to run away. They managed to still get themselves, but as they drop down, and the second Sentry warded, the Meteor Hammer lands, and that's going to be a dead Mushi.
I think he could have just TP'd, because he killed the tree down low.
That's a good
After
point.
the Shackle. I thought he was going to, but maybe he thought the Wyvern was or something and thought he had a better chance of escaping through Invis. That's probably what his thought process was.
Fortunate there. Mushi ends up being punished, and now with an Aegis and Cheese, could be time to try and take down the last of these tier 2s. Envy's not there with them, but should be moving towards mid soon.
Dire's middle tower
10-second
is under
BKB,
attack.
yeah. That is a bit of an issue, but they certainly need like a full bull rush right now from Fnatic, right? Like you really don't want to rest too much more. I think you just want to close out these towers and then try and find that big pick off to lead you into the tier 3. And securing some shrines, getting some better map control, this kind of stuff that'll take you forward. It doesn't mean go crazy and try and win the whole game in the next 3 minutes or something like that, but it certainly felt like they had a much bigger lead and maybe we're playing almost a bit too safe. But it is TI, and that's kind of how these games tend to go.
Yeah, this is also, I mean, the weird thing that happens, I think, in this group in particular is that you have this like team that Fnatic that so badly wants to get into the top 4. If you're down in the bottom 4, you're going to be playing in best of 1 elimination matches in the brackets, and that just, it's ridiculous how good some of these teams are, and depending upon what matchup you get, you might get the hardest person you can face off. So, it's good stuff indeed, making sure that they dot all their I's and cross their T's. 39, or 30 minutes rather, coming up. 9,000 net worth lead.
Doesn't really feel like it though, does it?
No.
Just because of like how frustrating this Tinker is, because you know, I'm saying things like, you know, maybe they should be playing faster and stuff, but honestly the pressure from Moon has been absolutely absurd this game, that I feel like every time I look at the heroes on Fnatic, there's one of them in each lane. And so that's